I guess he's finished talking. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you. We're sitting here chatting with Brad Cox.
You know who this is. Come on now.
Brad, you have so many horses in the Derby of the Oaks. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget one, and that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, for sure. It's,
I want to start with Chasing Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was a wild prep
Catching
race.
Freedom. I used to call him Chasing
I'm
Freedom.
sorry, Catching Freedom. That was a wild prep race. I mean, man, that thing came from way back. Didn't even look like he was in the race. Did you tell the jockey to ride that race like that?
No, not quite like that. We thought we'd be a little bit have a little bit more forward position, but obviously finished up very well. A little bit of a soft pace too to run into. So it was. I mean, it looked good, but I think it was even better than it looked, just given the fact there was not a lot of pace on in the race, and he was able to run him down late.
Do you look at a race like that and you think, okay, that was a good prep race for the Derby? Because, I mean, he had to come from way back and close.
Yeah, for sure. Just given the fact that there was not as much pace in that race as we'll see Derby Day. There's pretty certain that there will be an honest pace in the Derby. There always is. Everybody's adrenaline's pumping, jocks, horses, and it's there's always a fast pace.
Now, earlier this morning we talked to Darren Rogers, Churchill Downs, and he liked your horse just a touch. And he said, I'm going to compare him to a 5-star freshman. Like if you're using a basketball analogy, a younger, less experienced, but incredible talent athlete.
I think that's a fair way of judging him. Yeah, for sure. He's a very talented horse. Like you said, he's light on season. He's only run 3 times. He's won first time out. We loved him before he ever made his first start. He's a very talented horse. He looks like a Derby horse. He's bred to be a Derby horse, and he's done everything right. He's the complete opposite of Catching Freedom in regards to he set close to a hot pace last time and still finished up. So, and that was his first race around 2 turns. So he got a lot out of it. He's back in 4 weeks. He's had 2 maintenance works here at Churchill, and he's doing great.
Tell me about your Oaks horse. Heading into the Oaks is a favorite, Tarifa?
Yeah, good filly. Had spent the winter at the fairgrounds. Was able to pick off 3 wins down there, all around 2 turns. She's eager. Everybody that's watched her train here has come up and said, "Oh, she's moving great." She is. She's a very athletic. Floats over the ground, good mind. Does need to settle a little bit early in the race. If we can do that, I think she'll be tough.
You've won the Derby before. What does it mean for a guy who's from Louisville, to win the Kentucky Derby?
I mean, everybody knows the deal with that one. We're looking forward to crossing the wire first. We didn't experience the thrill of victory with being placed first through DQ. So, we're looking forward to hopefully this Saturday, crossing the wire first and experiencing that thrill.
Just being able to celebrate up in the stands with
for
family and friends.
It's not quite like winning a race when you get a phone call saying, you've been placed first through DQ. I mean, we'll take it, but we want to experience the thrill of victory.
You were born here? You were raised here?
Yep.
You went to school here? We asked this to everybody. What does the Kentucky Derby mean to you?
I mean, it's the biggest sporting event in regards to me there is in the world. I mean, it's everything. And like I said, I mean, it's not the biggest purse we run for. We've run the Breeders' Cup Classic, Saudi Cup, Dubai World Cup, or some races across seas that are worth more money. It's a race that you want to just cross the wire first. It's kind of like the Masters isn't, in regards to purse money, not the biggest purse for the golfers, but it's the golf tournament everyone wants to win. So this is the race everybody in North America wants to win.
When you cross the finish line first, and I'm confident that you will.
I am too.
What's the plan? That's right. You have 3 horses in the Derby this year. What's the plan? Do you have a plan?
We're in the last 2 races after the Derby. I've already checked that out, and the last one I think runs at 8:30, and we start at 10:30 that morning. So that's 10 hours of just nonstop racing. When we got to obviously finish up training before that. I don't know if I'll have any energy to do much partying Saturday night, but we'll see. We might.
If you have that kind of adrenaline, you might be able to ride it till late.
That's true. But hopefully hopefully we have to cross that bridge.
All right.
When I first asked you that question about 4 years ago, you said to me, and I'll never forget it, well, I guess I'll show up the next day and get back to work.
Yeah, no, that's no doubt. We'll start looking for hopefully for Derby winner 151.
All right. Brad, good luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, by the way. This is a very busy man, and he shared a few moments with us, so we could share that with you.
We'll be back with more on WDRB Mornings.